Coco Gauff arrives in Riyadh for last stop of 2025 season as she aims to defend WTA Finals crown. Coco Gauff arrived in Riyadh on Monday, October 27, ahead of the 2025 WTA Finals, which will run from November 1st to 8th. The American will be defending her year-end title at the elite event after struggling with a rather up-and-down season that fell short of her lofty standards. While Gauff enjoyed a strong European clay court season earlier this year, winning her second career major at the French Open in June, she experienced form issues in the next 3 months. Having suffered early exits from every subsequent big tournament, including Wimbledon and the US Open, the world number 3 bounced back in style by picking up her second title of the year at the Wuhan Open earlier this month. Coco Gauff looking forward to her 2024 WTA Finals defense in Riyadh. Coco Gauff will be eager to continue her 5-match winning streak at the WTA Finals in Riyadh, where she won the 2024 title in hard-fought fashion against Zheng Qinwen in a 3-set championship match. On Monday, the 21-year-old posted an Instagram story featuring a photo of her name and her picture from last year's trophy ceremony on the Champions Wall at the King Saud University Indoor Arena. In the caption, the 2-time major winner revealed to her followers that she had landed in the Middle Eastern country for her final tournament of 2025. If Gauff can go all the way at this week's WTA Finals, she will be looking down the prospect of winning back-to-back singles titles for the first time since 2023 when she reigned supreme at the Cincinnati Open and the US Open. Following her Paris triumph, the 11-time singles titleist had fallen into a slump as she surrendered 5 of her next 13 matches. The American somewhat righted the ship during her China Open title defense in early October, reaching the semi-finals before going out 1-6, 2-6 to a red-hot Amanda Anisimova. She then didn't drop a set en route to her first-ever Wuhan Open triumph, beating Jasmine Paolini and Jessica Pegula in the semi-finals and the final, respectively. Coco Gauff also made amends for her middling form at last year's WTA Finals. Coco Gauff announced herself at the head of the table with her maiden major triumph at the 2023 US Open. However, the then-teenager struggled for a large part of the 2024 season that also saw her part ways with her coach and tennis veteran Brad Gilbert. Having failed to make her mark at any big tournament, she enjoyed a complete reversal of fortunes at the inaugural Riyadh-based WTA Finals. Despite a subpar 2-5 win/loss record before last year, Gauff came into her own at the year-end championships. Although she had a slow start, losing 5-7, 4-6 to Barbara Krejcikova in her opening round-robin match, she beat Jessica Pegula 6-3, 6-2 and Iga Swiatek 6-3, 6-4 in her next 2 matches to qualify for the semi-finals. The world number 3 then defeated Aryna Sabalenka 7-6-4, 6-3 to reach only her second big title match since 2023. In the final, she broke fellow first-time finalist Zheng Qinwen as the latter served for the 2024 WTA Finals in the 3rd set before eking out a 3-6, 6-4, 7-6, 2 victory in 3 hours and 32 minutes. Under the glowing Arabian sun, the desert breeze carried whispers of excitement as Coco Gauff's private jet touched down in Riyadh. The 21-year-old American sensation stepped out with her signature calm confidence, ready for what she called her last stop of the season, the 2025 WTA Finals. Dressed in sleek Nike travel wear and a radiant smile that hinted at quiet determination, Gauff's arrival symbolized more than just another tournament. It was the culmination of a year that tested her growth, grit, and greatness. Riyadh's state-of-the-art tennis complex, set against the stunning backdrop of the kingdom's evolving skyline, buzzed with anticipation. Fans from across the world gathered to catch a glimpse of the reigning WTA Finals champion, whose meteoric rise from prodigy to powerhouse had redefined women's tennis. For Gauff, defending her crown in the Middle East wasn't just about titles, it was about legacy. A year of peaks and lessons. The 2025 season had been a roller coaster for Coco. After a strong start in Australia and consistent performances through the spring, she had endured mid-season dips that tested her mental resolve. Yet each setback only sharpened her focus. "Every loss is a lesson," she had said earlier in the year. "And every lesson brings me closer to where I want to be." Her return to form in the later months, including deep runs in major tournaments and several hard-fought wins against top 10 rivals, re-established her as one of the fiercest competitors on tour. Now the final chapter of the season awaited her in Riyadh, a city that had quickly become the new epicenter of global tennis. The desert stage. As the WTA Finals made its much-anticipated debut in Saudi Arabia, the event promised a blend of luxury, innovation, and sporting excellence. The Riyadh Tennis Dome, a marvel of architecture and technology, shimmered under the lights, with its retractable roof and climate-controlled courts designed to perfection. Inside, the air buzzed with both glamour and history in the making. Coco's first practice session on Saudi soil was a show in itself. As cameras rolled and fans cheered, she moved with precision and power, her forehand cracking through the still air like thunder. The trademark footwork, swift, deliberate, almost dance-like, spoke volumes of an athlete fully in sync with her purpose. But behind the effortless rhythm was an unspoken intensity. Coco knew that the field she was up against, Swiatek, Sabalenka, Rybakina, and Paolini, was as competitive as ever. "Everyone's hungry here," she said during a brief media interaction. "But I came to Riyadh to feed my own hunger, to finish strong, to defend what's mine." A global icon beyond the court. In Riyadh, Coco wasn't just a player, she was a global ambassador of tennis. Her presence transcended sport. Her advocacy for equality, her poise under pressure, and her grounded personality made her a favorite even among those who didn't follow the game closely. During a youth clinic organized before the tournament, Gauff spent time rallying with young Saudi girls eager to follow in her footsteps. "You don't have to be perfect," she told them with a smile. "You just have to start." That simple message, echoed through social media clips and local news, resonated deeply across generations. The WTA Finals in Riyadh wasn't only about prize money or ranking points, it was about the future of tennis expanding into new territories. And Coco Gauff, in her usual grace, was becoming the face of that future. The weight of a crown. Defending a title is never easy. For Gauff, the 2025 Finals carried the weight of expectation. Last year's triumph had been her breakout moment, a thrilling victory that marked her as the youngest American to win the prestigious year-end event since Serena Williams. This time she wasn't the underdog, she was the target. As her team, led by coach Per Reba and fitness mentor Jean-Christophe Forel, fine-tuned her preparations, Coco's focus was unwavering. The desert nights in Riyadh became her sanctuary, where she trained under floodlights long after most players had retired for the evening. Observers noted how her serve had gained consistency, her backhand more precision, and her on-court composure near flawless. "Coco's not just playing better tennis," said one commentator. "She's playing smarter tennis." The calm before the clash. The day before the tournament's opening ceremony,